So yeah, my YouTube, as predicted, is tanking. I mean, I really am kind of a one-trick pony with this. I don't have much else to talk about besides the Fuji and my lights and all that, and I don't really have a great studio. This is my little home studio. There's not much going on here, so I'm kind of at mercy of my friends and stuff when I can use their nicer places to kind of get those, fun shoots in. But for the most part, that's all I got to do is talk about camera stuff. This week I was going to talk about Fuji, the 3D level on there, how much I like that. It's made a huge difference for me. It helps me keep my stuff straight. I know that sounds like, whatever, but it's important. You want to get your cropping as correct as you can in frame. All my posts that I post on my Flickr and anything I'll post officially will not be cropped because I like the energy that it came off the camera. I don't like to crop unless I have to, which for Instagram obviously you have to. Those are the only time I crop. But if you ever see my real images, I'm going to show you the crop off the camera because to me that's the picture. I think that's the energy. I picked that picture for a reason. I'm not going to crop it. I just am proud of that, how it came out. So yeah, that's my reference there. It's my personal little weird opinion. But yeah, let's talk about the level. The level is great. It'll, you can obviously keep your horizon right, but it also keeps your tilt right. And it also has a 3D or a rule of thirds reference grid. It just has two lines that kind of represent the center of the rule of thirds, and that helps me keep my model where I want them. So it has the best of everything. Rule of thirds shows where your lens is relative to the plane. Also shows your shift based on the horizon. And I don't even see it anymore. I just can feel it. When it's green, and I'm shooting off the back of the screen. Main thing, like if they're laying down on like she was on the beach, kind of the shore of the lake. We call it a beach in Tennessee, that's all we got. The lake beach is kind of country. But she's laying down and I have the camera. I cannot physically get my head in that viewfinder, so I have to shoot off the screen. I'm down that low because the shore goes like this into the beach, so to get to the proper angle you really have to lower the camera pretty much sitting on the ground, and you cannot get your head in a viewfinder like that. Before I had the 3D level on, my horizons would be way off. Now with the 3D level, I can tell when it's green that they're just right, and I can frame the shot right. I'm just looking down like that. Boom, I got it every time. It works great. It's been like butter. Very, very cool tool. I'm glad. I hope I can inspire some of you to use that 3D leveler. It's pretty sick, pretty gnarly. Yeah, I want to also talk about continuous a little bit. I'll show you a little video here. We'll go through it with the magazine. How good the autofocus is on this. I don't know. People say it's still not really up to par. I mean, for medium format, dude, we cannot be complaining. It's freaking awesome. It's very a blessing, Anyway, I'll show you some pics of Catherine in the winter, some of the water stuff I did this week. It was nice. Actually, I had passed 2 days off shooting, so I was able to get a really good workout in today. First time I was able to do that in a long time. So yeah, it's important to take breaks. And here I am on my break making a YouTube video. All right, so I got kind of a jukey setup today. One thing I like to do is I really like to use the 3D leveler that Fuji has. It obviously has like a rule of thirds grid kind of built in a little bit there. I like to use that. It helps me kind of easily frame. That way I'm not worried about it. I can just feel it out. I can kind of focus on other things, but I don't even see this anymore. I can just feel it when I'm shooting. It's a part of me. That's the ideal. I'm pretty much always level because of that green thing right there. It can show you that. It can show you, when you're, so, that's a viewfinder picking up, but you can get it just level right there. That would be perfectly level. So that's cool. I really like it. I shoot in continuous right there, and I use back buttons. So, when I hold that down, it turns green. That's how you can shoot. This one's going to have a lot of blackout because I got an adapted lens. It's the Sigma 40 on there. But, that autofocus, look at that. It's just, this is pretty much as fast as you're going to go on the GFX. All right, so I only had like 4 shoots this week, which was honestly a blessing because I'm so behind on editing. So this is Briley. She came over. She's a runner. She's getting ready for another marathon. She's done a few, I believe. So just kind of having her do her thing. Got this latex bodysuit. It's pretty cool. She makes a good model. Definitely runners. Runners are always going to make a good model. But yeah, I go through that. Yeah, cool. Good smile. She's got a good personality. But just cool looking. I like that thing. Let's go find Catherine here. What else? Oh, this is Jev. We shot with her too. Got those pretty blue eyes. She came by. Cool. Let's see what else. Yeah, it's that wide legs I like a lot. Cool. Yeah, my backdrop struggles, but you know, nothing I can't fix in Photoshop later. Don't do that. How's that pink is blind? That's pretty cool on her. Cool. Yeah, pink looks awesome, doesn't it? Those blue eyes and the pink. Cool. That's all you need right there. All right, let's find Catherine here. Catherine's a good friend of mine. I think we're 3 years now together, me and Catherine. So we got each other pretty well figured out. Been through a lot together. She's always been one of my biggest supporters. You know, find models that will always go to bat for you and always be in your corner. She's one of those. She's always been in my corner. She's a wonderful person. She's kind of mean, you know, but a lot of times you'll find that the meanest people are the, you know, that you are on the outside are also the nicest on the inside. They're the ones that'll, you know, they're just hard on you, but they also care about you the most. So she's a great person. We're really good friends, and we've been through a lot together over 3 years. Again, awesome model, just, you know, incredible figure. Her brought her boyfriend, a new boyfriend with her. I had him holding the light so mine didn't get tanked in the water this time. But yeah, we once we got her, you know, we were kind of just, it was getting late. The light was not good. There's no water because all the waterfalls are completely dry right now. So I was like, you know what, let's just get you all the way back in there and get you wet and let's see what happens. And then all of a sudden you'll just see the shoot just went from kind of blah to just exploding. Like you can just see it getting better. The more she gets closer to that water, the more things are lighting up. She's having fun. She's getting more comfortable. The more wet her hair gets, the better the shoot is getting. So, and then it's funny, all of a sudden, and then we got these. We're on fire now. We are on fire. You know, we're cooking. She's in the zone, and we're just crushing it. So I was really, really proud of her here. Some beautiful shots. You know, she's amazing. You know, just look. You don't even need to edit these, man. When you get the shots right, the editing is like, whatever. Doesn't matter. Yeah, good job, Catherine. You were freaking awesome in this shoot. I mean, she's always awesome, but, you know, when it just comes together, man, it comes together. And we didn't, they just was spur of the moment. A lot of things I do are spontaneous. She's like, hey, you free? I was like, yeah, I'm actually free right now. Well, she's like, let's go shoot. I'm like, all right, cool. Let's do it. All right, this is winter. It's another spontaneous shoot this week. I didn't have anything planned. I texted her, hey, want to go do a lake thing? Yeah. She was like, okay. So me and Wynn are out doing this, but I wanted to talk about the level. So we'll go and find somewhere you know, but you can tell my shots are all pretty level now. They were all over the place. That horizon would have been way all over the place, but now I'm really paying attention to that level, and that's helping me keep that horizon dead on. So that 3D Leveler by Fuji is just fantastic. And so I'm really, you know, that's in my peripheral is the level and the rule of thirds. That hangs out right about there. And then there's these two curves that hang out there that kind of show you how the level rotates. Okay, so this is winter. Let's get down. Let's see what else I can find. I can't go through all these. Obviously, I shoot a lot. Boom. I had to put a rock. I found this perfect rock that held the light stand down because it was getting windy, man. That thing blew over twice on me. Amateur. There's nothing more embarrassing when your softbox flops over. It's humiliating. Okay, so here's what I was talking about, the level. See, I'm all the way down the beach. I've got my cameras almost on the ground. I could not get my head in there. You know, there's no way. So I'm shooting off the back of the screen, no problem. But I'm able to keep it level. I'm able to keep that horizon pretty level. Especially for shots like these, that's where that really saves you. The camera struggling to keep up right now. Computer. Probably the screen recording. I have it on like super high. But yeah, you know, winter's pretty amazing. Lucky to have her. She's a great photographer on her own. She takes most of her pictures herself. She doesn't like anyone else taking her pictures, so she's very picky. So for me to get her is, you know, I'm usually pretty lucky. That means her guard was down that day. She let me over. So, you know, I came in. We went and did our thing. I got a filter on the 80 too here. I think I have I don't know how many stops it is. It's a something Indy 4 or something, but it has a polar on it too, polarizer. So yeah, that filter really kind of helped. It was dark. I didn't need it. I could have taken it off and been fine. But yeah, so let's see what else we got. We got wet too. You know, it's always when the shoot shines at the end when they get wet. And that's when you always got to get them wet. I always say it's a waste if you don't. Oh, this was a cool post. She kind of made this up. She's like, is this kind of cool? I was like, yeah, dude, we're making stuff up now. That's what I always tell him with that arm there. I'm like, don't do that with your arm. See, you can see I yelled at her. I was like, hey, what's with the car wreck arm? Let's fix that car wreck. And then she's like, dude, why? she knew what I meant there. Okay, good job, winner. Oh, wow. Your first shots are just banging. Yeah, these all look great. I'm proud of these. Of course, I'm proud of everything I do, you know, when it all comes together. Get them in the water. I noticed I was at 1/80th of a second, and I didn't adjust it the whole shoot. Normally, I would always want to be at the minimum shutters, 125. I'm not using high-speed sync anymore. I don't really need it, I found out. I'm fine without it. And the flash doesn't keep up fast enough with high-speed sync, so for me. So I just go without. Wow, that's cool. But you can see the blurriness, you know, from when your shutter speed's really low. 1/80th is pretty dang low, especially for having an open sky like that. Oh, wow, cool. Here we go. Oh, I forgot about these. Cool. Is that a Rembrandt? Almost. Oh, that's one. I'd call that a Rembrandt. All right. Accidental Rembrandt. That's the only way I'm getting one is on accident. No way I'm being that patient trying to find one. I just don't have the patience. Cool. All right, let's see what else we got here. Now is where I think I love that when they're wet like that. Now I've got my shutter speed up. I finally realized how low it was. The thing is, I'm not caring because I'm looking in the viewfinder, checking my images. So I'm not paying attention to things like that. If it looks good, then it looks good. I don't really care. At 1/80th, it didn't bother me. You know, now it almost looks too dark back there. So 1/80th probably was the right decision to make with that filter on it. I corrected it, but you know, it's a different vibe now. She's a fantastic model, of course. I was very lucky to get her that day.